Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video on my channel, Hairlicious. If you guys are new, please make sure to subscribe so that you guys are updated on my second FUE hair transplant progress, as well as video topics covering current hair loss treatments. Also, visit my website at HairLiciouSly.com to purchase your microneedling devices and dermalers, both which are scientifically proven to stimulate hair growth, my low-level laser therapy cap, hair growth supplements, DHT blocking shampoo and serum, and a few other products for those who are suffering from hair loss. So in today's video, I finally wanted to give you guys an update regarding Histogen's progress for their hair loss treatment called HST-001's hair stimulating complex, also known as HST. Histogen is a regenerative medicine company based out in San Diego, California, and basically HST-001 is Histogen's lead product application for treating androgenic alopecia. It's intended to be a physician-administered therapeutic, and it's actually anticipated to be a safe, minimally invasive, injectable treatment that promotes new hair growth, where current existing treatments only are able to reduce hair loss. Now, HST is manufactured to enrich for key growth factors including KGF, VEGF, and follistatin, which are involved in signaling stem cells in the body, and they've actually been shown to be important in hair formation and the stimulation of resting hair follicles. Follistatin in particular has been linked to hair stem cell proliferation, and the interesting thing about this treatment is that they actually are using harvested neonatal foreskins removed from circumcision. It doesn't really come as a surprise because there's a lot of companies that are paying top dollar for infant foreskin cells, since they consist of abundant natural growth agents as well as matrix proteins, and they're actually known for the regenerative and healing qualities that are highly used in the biomedical research. So far, Histogen is advancing their HST program into their phase 1b/2a clinical trial after obtaining FDA approval a couple weeks ago to determine the optimal dosage, safety, and tolerability for treating genetic hair loss. And they're actually looking to begin in the second quarter of 2020, which according to Histogen is actually this month in June. So far, they've actually had 3 previous company-sponsored proof-of-concept clinical trials that have actually been completed in both male and female patients. And in one particular trial, it's very optimistic because nearly 85% of men who were treated showed new terminal hair growth and treatment was well tolerated. In a second clinical trial, statistically significant and cosmetically relevant improvements were observed in total hair count, terminal hairs, and hair thickness at 12 weeks, with hair growth parameters remaining substantially above baseline 1 year post-treatment. The press release also mentions startup activities that are currently underway to include clinical study site preparation and subject screening, and interestingly enough, the California Dermatology and Clinical Research Institute, which is a research center based out in San Diego, California, is screening for potential candidates for Histogen's injectable hair stimulating complex program for anybody who is actually located near the San Diego area. You guys can actually reach out to them. I'm going to put all the contact information in the description below. Now, just with any clinical trials, there are going to be certain criteria you obviously have to meet during the screening process, including age requirement between 25 to 55 years of age. You have to be suffering from male pattern baldness between a NORD 3 to a NORD 5, and a few other qualifications during a screening visit with a board-certified provider. I'm guessing that you also can't be on any hair loss medications for obvious reasons, no hair transplants, and the study is expected to commence for 26 weeks. I'm going to be leaving the link in the description box for those who actually want to reach out to Histogen and see if you qualify to be a candidate. I think it's going to be interesting to actually have somebody to be accepted into the clinical trial so that we can actually get updates on Histogen. So overall, this is pretty good news, especially, during this whole pandemic restriction that's going on throughout the US, and especially where a lot of these companies that are researching into, hair loss treatments haven't really shown much traction for clinical trials. But we still have a long way to go with many more needed research to determine how effective the treatment really is going to be. And as of a few days ago, Histogen actually released another statement on the completion of its merger with Conitus Pharmaceuticals, and it's now on the NASDAQ capital market under the ticker symbol HSTO. So if you guys do want to buy some Histogen stocks, you can actually purchase them now through NASDAQ. This is going to allow Histogen to generate new funds on the stock market instead of relying on investors. And because they're going to be able to raise funds, I expect their clinical trials to definitely put things in gear and speed up. And the other interesting thing to note is that Allergan, which is a huge pharmaceutical company, has shown interest in Histogen as a partner back in 2017, where Allergan acquired exclusive commercialization of one of Histogen's regenerative stem cell condition media technology for skincare. So In my opinion, I think that if everything goes well as planned, there is a good chance that a big pharma like Allergan is going to help expedite the clinical trials to push for faster commercialization. If Histogen's HST-001 can promote good hair growth and maintenance through a series of continuous injections without possible side effects like finasteride, I think that it's obviously going to be a good alternative for a lot of people. I'm really interested to find out how much hair growth is going to happen over the 6-month period. It will have to unfortunately take a few years if everything goes as planned, but we just have to be patient and wait to see which direction the clinical trials are going to go. So, let's go ahead and keep our fingers crossed and hope for some positive results sometime mid next year. So that's pretty much all I have for today, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, make sure to leave some comments below. Hit that like button for more updates on current hair loss treatments, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Take care.